here, so that way at least you will see the picture, you know. So
Pooja, send this picture to WhatsApp so we can see the picture.
Yes, I will.
So we can see, do like that way.
Everyone, one more minute to get in their tree branches. Okay, so the last step is to add in the cherry blossoms themselves. So to do that, we're going to make kind of a pink color, right? So to do that, just mix together red and white.
so Pooja, can you hold off on making the cherry blossom? We haven't caught up with you with the branches.
Okay, sorry.
Pooja, so the white has to be done and the moon has to be done now, right? Otherwise, You can't do it
Yeah,
after you
so-
get the blossoms. So
Right. You want that outline and you want the moon to be there. You can always go back in and make it more white if you want to, but it's easier now to have it done. That way you don't have to, because once you put the blossoms on there, it's going to be very difficult. Yes. So everyone, if your moon isn't white, if you just get that color on there now, because it's going to be very hard once you have added the blossoms.
Pooja, is this too much?
Let me see. No, not too much.
It's fine.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. It looks great.
And the
Yep, not too
top,
much.
I should try to color it in more because I have some white up there. I should color
Yeah,
with
just
some
add in some
black.
black. Just add in
Okay.
some black. Yep.
Okay.
The blossoms only go in kind of the end of the branches, so there's you know you won't be. It's not going to cover anything too much. So
This is such a pretty picture.
yeah, it's very very
Love
calming.
this. Do you do anything more with the Chinese stuff? Because when I think of cherry blossoms, I think of
Yeah,
Chinese.
kind of the Japanese. Yeah. We can
You
do
do-
some more. We can do
I
some more
really
of this
like-
kind of stuff.
Do you do any of the calligraphy?
I used to, but I haven't recently. Yeah, but I never really learned to do the traditional kind of Japanese
Okay.
painting, but we can explore some of that.
If you don't mind, because I really wanted
Yeah,
to take
yeah,
a
of course.
class, and it was a whole story. I'm not going into it. When I think about it, I'm very disappointed that I didn't do it.
Yeah, we can do some more of this kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the cherry blossoms now, and then because we only have 10 minutes left, so
Okay.
just make this kind of a nice pink color.
So what is it? The red and the white?
Red and white, yeah. And the cherry blossoms are fairly easy. You can just make them dots if you want. And they kind of go on these end branches, not on the main branch itself, but these other parts that come off the main branch. So you can just kind of go in here and get in all different sizes. And I'm going to go in with my pink first.
Pooja,
Yeah.
when we end the class, can you just give a quick recap of what we did, since I didn't start the recording from the
Yeah. So just going in here, adding in the pinks, kind of, again, like I said, on these end branches. I'm going to add in the pink first.
What are you just doing dots?
Just little dots.
Okay.
Dots. Yep.
Okay.
And you want the dots, you want them to kind of be in a triangle shape where like higher up on the branch, the dots are bigger, and lower, they're smaller. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Pooja, this is the pink and white together?
Yes, pink and white. Yes, pink and white.
Okay.
Yep. Just going in here, these little dots. You can make them as big or as small as you want. We're going to add in some other colors too. We're going to add in some white and some red too. You can really do as many flowers as you want. So they can be kind of up on here, so it seems to be.
કેટલા વાગે? હજી 5 મિનિટ લાગે. તું તાર બેસ. મેં તો બધું કરવાનું બધું બાકી બહુ જ છે. બધા બ્રશે ખલાસ થઈ ગયા.
So after I've gone in with the pink, I'm going to go in with just regular red and add in some more flowers. This is just going to help to bring a little bit of variety and depth to the flowers. It's okay if they overlap with the pink ones, that's fine. Just makes it look more full. And just the same technique, just little dots, little dots. Again, it's okay if they overlap.
Does it matter
And
if
it's okay.
does it matter that my branches are not as thin as yours?
No, that doesn't matter. Nope.
Okay.
And you know, some of mine are just covering their branches completely. They're going off the branches. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you can have them kind of floating if you want. They don't have to be, you know, directly attached to one thing. That's what's nice about this type of painting is it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to, you know, exactly be perfect like that. You can kind of just put them wherever you want them to be. You know, you can just have them floating a little bit. And then the last color we're going to go in with is just some white. Hold on, I'm just going to add a few more red ones. And then going in with just,
Can you tell me one thing? You putting
yeah,
the dots on the branches or on the both side branches or on the branch?
on both sides of the branches and on top of the branches too. Yep.
Or on the top also, right?
Yeah. Just covering the branches, just kind of covering the branches. So you can see that the branches through it, but in the white, I'm just going to add in a little bit. You can, you know, again, you can add in as much as you want. So you can go in with more pink if you want to. More blossoms. And you don't want to use a lot of pressure. It's just kind of lightly tap your brush. That way the dots aren't too, you know, big or blotchy. You just lightly tap your brush. It'll make these dots look kind of flowery and make them not perfect circles. So just lightly tapping the brush.
Now the white should be completely dry before we draw the branches on them?
Yes. Like the moon or the background?
I mean the moon.
Yeah, you can add the branches on top of the moon, even if it's not completely dry. Mine was a little bit wet, but you want it to be mostly dry so it doesn't blend into it too much. If you do the branches on the bottom first, then it'll be easier to, and the white shows up really nice at the top where it's a little bit darker.
So Pooja, we are going to just do white dots around the red, the pink flowers, right?
Yep, just little white dots, you know, just adding in, just kind of, you're just layering them a little bit, just layering all these different colored flowers. So it's not just all one color. Just add in, going in, adding in.
Could you also send us a close-up of the actual flowers? Because I'm not getting it.
Yes.
So when
Yes,
you send it,
I
thank
can.
you.
I'm kind of just, so you can do like a couple pink flowers, and then wherever there are spaces, a couple red flowers, wherever those spaces, a couple white flowers. The white flowers you can even do on top of the red and the pink, because that's how they'll show. I can go back in here, add a little bit more pink, add a couple more pink flowers. Again, they can kind of just be floating. They don't have to be exactly attached to one branch. So I can I'll send a close-up, I'll send a picture of this, and then I'll send a close-up of the flowers as well. I can even show you now kind of what they look like close up. They don't. It's all about looking at it from far away.
Looks very pretty. Oh my God. Very pretty.
You can see close up that it's just
Very
kind of
pretty.
Can you show one more close up, please?
Yes, this is, you can see they're kind of all staggered and they're kind of just filling up spaces.
Wow.
Pooja, it looks like the real flower, but I don't know.
You don't think about it too much, and don't use too much pressure with your brush. So just kind of just very lightly tap it. So I'm barely even touching the paper. You know, barely touching the paper. When you if you press too much, the brush is gonna fan out. It's gonna do this, and you're gonna get a big circle. If you just very lightly touch it, the bristles, all the individual bristles will kind of create their own little dots. So that's how you get this kind of effect. And again, just kind of putting them on top of each other. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be, you know, right next to each other. They can be overlapping. They can be next to each other. They can be off the branch.
Even mine looks nice. I'm getting happy with it.
And the more you can eat, you know, the more you can keep layering it. You can just keep layering it and keep making it, you know, adding more and more. It's really up to you how many you want to add, how many flowers you want to add.
The white makes it looks much nicer.
Yeah, the white. So adding those other colors makes it look a lot livelier and more realistic looking.
Yeah.
So I think okay, it's 2 o'clock now, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap for the recording. First, what we did is we did the background with the black. So we painted the whole thing white, did a layer of white, and took black and added at the top, and then just kind of brushed it out with some water and some more white. Get this kind of effect where it's dark at the top and light at the bottom. So after we did that, we painted in this moon. So wait for the background to dry, and then add in this moon right here, which is just kind of in the top in the center, just plain white. After the moon dried, we added in the branches. The branches are, the color is red, green, and black. Mix that together to get this dark brown color, and add in kind of these jagged branches. Right? So there's the main branch, like all of these are the main branches, and then these little branches coming off of it. all these little branches coming off of the main branch. And they're kind of, like I said, they're like jagged lines. They're not straight and they're not curvy. They're jagged. They're kind of like this, kind of rectangular a little bit. And then after that, we added the cherry blossoms. So to do that, you mix together the red and the white. I think we did that. I think that's on the recording. So we mix together the red and the white, make the pink color, and just kind of add in these little dots on the like smaller branches.
How's this, Pooja?
I'll take a look at everyone's now. Very nice. Yeah, Shardanti, you got it. Yep, it looks really good.
Pooja, look though.
You can add in more in Shardanti too if you want. You can add in.
Where in the branches?
Yeah, like you can make it thicker. Like the flowers, you can add more flowers on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Pooja. Meenakshi auntie, nice. Yep, very nice, Meenakshi auntie.
Very nice. Oh, thank you.
Jyoti auntie, very nice. Again, same thing. You can add in more if you want to, and just it can go on top of the branch too. So you can see how my flowers are on top of the branch, not just on the side of the branch. They cover the branch. So you can.
Pooja, can you see mine?
No, I don't know.
It's Geeta, but still I'm making something.
Geeta auntie, can you hold it back a little bit? I can't see it.
Can you see now? Pooja ji, real flower.
No, I can't.
don't think so. You cannot see it. Very,
If you send the picture in the group chat, then I'll take a look at it.
Very,
Yes.
Bharti auntie, nice. Very nice.
I
Bharti
didn't
auntie.
finish. I
Now
didn't
maybe
finish
you
it.
can
I see what you've done though, and it looks very good.
I didn't finish, so
Thank
I
you,
didn't
Pooja.
finish yet, but still.
Pooja looks nice now.
Geeta auntie, very nice. Yep, Geeta auntie, you're getting it. You guys are getting it. Daksha
I
auntie,
did
Daksha
not
auntie,
finish.
very nice.
No, but
Pooja
I
looks
did not
nice.
finish it.
I didn't finish
No,
it.
I see you haven't finished it, but the shape of the branches are very nice. Very nice.
Okay, thank you.
Pooja look nice.
Meenakshi auntie, very good. Meenakshi auntie, very
Thank
good.
you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Basanti auntie, I saw yours. It looks good. I'm
Okay,
gonna send a picture of this in the group chat, and I'll send a close up as well of all the different of the flowers. But I'm gonna end this meeting now because I have to go. But
Okay, thank
bye
you.
everyone.
Thank you, Pooja.
Thank
Thank you so
Pooja.
much, Pooja. Thank
Good
you.
luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beta.